Hi everyone. I just wanted to let you guys know kind of about my story with being diagnosed with Sjogren's, how my major symptoms started, how finally I got diagnosed with Sjogren's, and just kind of how my life is currently with it and my symptoms. Um, on the August 13th of 2009, I was just sitting at my desk typing at work in the morning when on my left hand and about mid-forearm, just went to sleep and just went bone cold, and I couldn't really use it. And I thought, well, that's kind of weird, but maybe you just fell asleep, or something kind of weird happened, so whatever. So about an hour later, nothing got any better. The feeling kind of went up my arm more, and I asked the lady that I worked with at the time, Barb, just what I should do if anything like that ever happened to her, and she just said, well, maybe you should go. And I thought, well, we'll see. So then it went farther up my arm, and finally about 1, my husband Chris came and took me to my cardiologist, and he decided that I should go to the hospital in case that I'm having a stroke, which I wasn't having a stroke. They took MRIs of my brain and my neck, and a chest x-ray to make sure I wasn't having anything pinched or anything like that. And by the time I got there, my whole left arm was completely numb. It was very noticeably cold, and I couldn't feel it. Now, they could feel a heartbeat through the whole arm, so nothing was blocked there. They couldn't figure it out, and so they just charged me the next morning and said if in 2 weeks it wasn't better, then to just go see my doctor. So I decided myself to go see a chiropractor, and I saw her a few times, and nothing really got better. And so for 2 weeks, my arm it wasn't really doing anything, and I'm sorry that I'm kind of giggling. It's not funny, but just remembering just how I had to have help shaving, my armpit, having someone hold up my arm and helping me get dressed. About 2 weeks later, I think it was September 1st or 2nd, I had a really bad headache, and I never get headaches. And the left half of my face went numb, and I couldn't use this side of my mouth for a day or two, and my eye drooped. And I thought, well, that's not good. And so I went to the doctor, and he thought, well, maybe it's just a pinched nerve, like kind of with my arm. And so I thought, okay, and he got another MRI of my head, and again, nothing there, and got a nerve study done, which they didn't find anything. So and then pretty much 2 or 3 days later, my face and arm awoke with a vengeance, and it exploded in pain. And I'm talking mind-numbing, excruciating pain that just makes you want to cry, or I don't even know, pee your pants. I don't know. It was terrible. A lot of it, and still is, in the like the base of my spine, where my spine and my brain meet, down in that area. Down the left side of my arm, into my fingers, the left side of my face, and behind my eye. That's where it started. And it was very intense, and I had to end up taking Oxycontin, which I was very nervous about at first. And I was living in Arizona at the time. I'm in Colorado now. My mom and dad are awesome. They came down and helped take care of my daughter for a while during the day while my husband worked, because I was pretty much drugged up, and I would just sleep on the couch. I tried to do some physical therapy with my arm, trying to use as much as I could. The feeling kind of came back a little bit. I still have less feeling on my left arm. I still don't have as much strength, and it still doesn't always move when I walk, and it still just isn't there, and sometimes it still gets cold. The pain has traveled down pretty much to all parts of my body. I don't have anything that doesn't hurt, and on any given day it could be anything, and it's usually everything. Now I have a lot of muscle fatigue, and sometimes I have breathing problems, and I walk now with a cane, a lot of times to alleviate the pain that's in my feet. just from the floor touching my feet. Sometimes it feels like just sheer bones and nerves on just grinding on surfaces. If we go anywhere, for long walks, I have to take a walker and that's also a wheelchair. I can't really drive long distances because of all the medications, and my eyes sometimes don't see very well. At night driving is just, I can't really do it at all. Lots of days I can't drive, lots of days I can't do a lot of things. I can't sometimes go places or talk on the phone or see friends. I've had a lot of tests done. I've had a lot of MRIs, MRAs, MRVs. I've had tests done for regional pain complex. I've had a lot of nerve studies done, which have had one result of some kind of nerve defect in the bottom of my left foot. And that doctor thought it was because I wore tight shoes, but at that point I didn't wear shoes for a whole year because I was in bed. Finally, about a year ago, all of a sudden I got dry mouth, just one day. So my rheumatologist thought, well, I'll just have you see a gentleman named Dr. Tralla, and he'll take out some salivary glands, and we'll see if you have Sjogren's. And okay. I saw Sjogren's on a list. I was doing some research, but I thought, no way. And Yahweh, interestingly enough, I actually had also gotten a positive SSA blood test, which now that I've been reading is in the Sjogren category. It's also a lupus category, so I guess I've had that for a while. Possibly I've had this for a long, long time. I've always had insomnia. They've told me I've had chronic fatigue syndrome, and I don't know. So I've had lots of tests. My rheumatologist still thinks that Sjogren's isn't the only thing that I have because of all the pain. She doesn't think that's it. She thinks I also could have a bone degeneration disease, a connective tissue disease, a regional pain complex disease, a general pain disease, which none of those are curable. None of those really have any medicine to help, and I haven't gotten any better. So my hope is that I stay like this and that it doesn't progress any further. In my opinion, my symptoms have gotten very fat. They have gotten very bad very fast. The other thing is the neurological aspect, is that I forget even more than I used to, a lot. We have to put papers all over the house, I remember. A lot of times I forget what I'm trying to say. Words get intermingled. If I talk too long, I get these weird electrical blips and I stutter. Sometimes I can't keep up with conversations. Like I said, I don't talk on the phone much anymore because I can't sometimes keep it together. I tried to have a simple job, and I couldn't even mail out mailers because sometimes I put the envelopes out without anything in them. So it's really just become a problem. But I'm always going to stay positive because I don't ever want this to be better than me. So I'm always going to be positive, and I'm always going to be happy, and there'll be days though on this diary where I'm going to be a mess, and I'm sure I'm going to be bitchy and whiny and crying and horrible. But today, you know what, today's going to be great, and I just wanted to share how I found out I had Sjogren's and everything that's happening to me. And I will check back in with you guys another time. I'm going to be doing another diary here in a few minutes about all of my medications, and I hope you tune into that. Have a good day.